1 massive Canada-wide obstacle course, 20 extraordinary Canadians, 16 mind-blowing challenges. It's season 2 of Canada's Ultimate Challenge every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's recap the latest episode.
That's right, once again on the Going Deep podcast. I am Donnovan Bennett, obviously joined by Gabriel Richards for the important reason to break down once again Canada's Ultimate Challenge, your favorite show on CBC or CBC Gem. Challenge 1 was brutal. Dude, I was tired watching it. They had to take 18 lobster traps from the water to the shore, then put together a puzzle. But we said last week, these challenges are so difficult. So much so that Team Green DNF'd.
Yeah, and Team Green, we saw it.
No mas!
Yeah,
no mas!
like, no bueno.
We got 2 challenges today. We have to conserve our energy for the next challenge. It's done. Finito. DNF. End it.
Yeah. They're calling it. That will mean 0 points for Team Green in this challenge. Wow.
But actually, it was kind of smart. Like, listen, we are in dead last. Let's save our energy for whatever the next challenge.
No.
I'm giving them a pass for that. That was strategic, bro.
At one point, Ninko's logic was, we're already in last. Like, what? We already suck, so let's suck some more? With the new system in terms of points, and for those who either didn't watch or don't remember, after every competition, it's weighted in terms of the points that you get.
Yeah.
So there are 5 teams. If you finish first, you get 5 points. If you finish second, you get 4, so on and so forth. You know what you don't get any points for? Not finishing. Like, you might as well just not do the next competition and save your energy for the elimination, because it is so difficult mathematically. And if you listen to episode 1, you realize I suck at math, but I know that 1 is better than 0.
They made a business decision. They cut their losses, which is smart business. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses.
Business is one B word to use. I would use another. And in fact, some other challengers were using it.
One other thing. If Quentin on Team Yellow, my guy says, yeah, swimming is my kryptonite.
Okay.
Swimming, it's my kryptonite. This water's a lot deeper than I thought. I can't get those traps from the boat.
And this is a competition in Canada. Like, this is not going to work out well for you,
He has no time to learn how to swim because he's just been lifting weights his entire life.
Eating weights,
He has
dude.
muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles.
Eating 45 plates at Chipotle.
So this is Quentin from Oakville, who is a Twitch streamer, and he wants to do this to put on for Twitch streamers and people online so that they aren't considered nerds. His words, not mine, but he wasn't carrying 1 trap. Every team had a different strategy. Some people had a little bit of a system where I take it halfway, then you take it the other way. Some people took it themselves. Some people, the swimmers went and got them. So he was carrying 2 traps.
Yeah, I mean, about the lobster traps, who knew that they weighed 80 pounds? Here are some other things that weigh 80 pounds. A dryer, a freezer.
Is that true?
Yeah, I looked it up. 4 car tires, all 4, 80 pounds. And they are hauling lobster cages out of the ocean and off of a boat, and they're pulling them to the shore. Like, that was tough. One thing that I found was funny was, you mentioned Dan in episode 1. Dan in episode 2, it was like handing in your final exam, and then the teacher said, did you finish all the way to page 6? And he's like, what page 6?
Are we good? That's 3 high. We're still missing 6.
We don't have 18, which is what I said from the beginning, but anyways.
There's more in the water?
Yes, we're still missing.
I'm frustrated. Communication is very important. Sometimes Dan just wants to make himself look like the friggin' man. Dan the man.
Then they had to go back in the water and get 6 more lobster cages that he somehow missed because they're assembling the Acadian flag. They're like, yo, we only have 12 cages. So it was a huge misfire. And thankfully for them, it didn't affect them too much because they finished 2nd in this event, which is very impressive.
What was not impressive was the performance by Darko, Team Green.
Team Green,
who,
man.
like, his teammates, 2 women on his team, and again, if you haven't noticed, there are 2 males and 2 females on each team. They're struggling, whatever. He's like halfway through, like wading in the water. Like, dude, can you go out there? I'm sure it's cold, whatever. But he's talking about his back seizing up. The Team Red, you mentioned Brandon. They're like making fun of him from the shore. Like, we need a better effort out of you.
Now, the great thing for Team Green is they had a chance to redeem themselves because the second challenge in this episode, the Circus Endurance Challenge, was for double the points so they can get back in the standings. And this is the first time we saw solo competitors. And this event was like absolutely a test of will and endurance and sheer courage, if you will. Hanging above the ocean on a vertical beam, you're holding on for dear life.
My takeaway was Adam doesn't have many women in his life, and if he does, certainly not a black one, because one, he did not listen. When they told him what the strategy needed to be, he thought, with shoes on, by the way, he was just going to hold his feet on the bottom, where everyone was holding their entire legs on the bottom so that they wouldn't slip, that had more pressure points in terms of friction. Did not work. He was out after 4 minutes. The competition went an hour and 17 minutes. When they were telling him afterwards that we told you what to do and you didn't listen, there's no response at this point. You just take the L, my guy.
That was a lot harder.
It was the tactic. We want you to just be a better listener for us. In the sense that, see what Blue's doing with the wraparound?
Yeah, that's what I did afterwards when I realized that this wasn't working.
We told you that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, I understand, but I wanted to try it.
You don't respond back. You don't say anything. You didn't give any side eye. And the lack of self-awareness that, one, I just got crushed. Two, I lost this for my team. Three, my team told me what to do and I went rogue. And four, you still have back talk? Nah, B.
The overwhelming message that I got from this is never skip a leg day and hold on for dear life. And salute to Jack, who was Team Orange. That's my episode 2 MVP, because here she is, 4'11", height doesn't measure heart. She's out there an hour and 17 minutes. Bruce from Finding Nemo was circling below her. He's like, I can't wait to eat this taco. And she survived. And the winner of the Circus Endurance Challenge actually won the entire Atlantic region. And that ended up being Team Orange. So salute to Team Orange, my early futures pick.
Salute to Team Orange. Salute to Jacqueline, who's also my team MVP. She's 4'11".
I know.
So there wasn't a lot of size to fall down. A fitness coach from Vancouver, diagnosed with ADHD, showing that people on the spectrum can compete at a high level. Certainly, she did that. Your pick of Orange is looking real good right now, because the standings after this region, Orange on top, as you mentioned, with 21 points. They win the region. Blue second with 18. Red at 15. Yellow at 11. And, as we thought, Green at the bottom with 9. Which brings us to not only the elimination, but the elimination decision. And we saw every team try and get some time. I love this idea, yeah. Right? With Team Orange.
You have to go pitch yourself.
Yeah, make your case.
Make your case, yeah.
And, that aspect was interesting before. We knew Green was going in. And let's be honest, Orange has a decision. Throw in someone who's a threat, or throw in a team like Yellow, who's second, have the two worst teams fight out. I was watching to see if we were going to get people who wanted some smoke.
How are you feeling? What's going on? Talk to us.
People who are really proving themselves in this region, the easiest way to do it is the last two.
Ultimately, it was Team Yellow versus Team Green in the Elimination Challenge, which was a Trebuchet Elimination Challenge, where they had to build this huge catapult and then fire a ball to hit a target in the ocean. I thought that was super dope. This was the surprise of the entire episode, yeah? Team Green winning this challenge and then surviving and going on to the Ontario region? You thought they were dead in the water.
Well, did Team Green... Well, one, I didn't think they were going to be able to assemble the trebuchet. They started, it was backwards
yeah.
and everything.
It was a science project gone wrong.
Yes, and Team Yellow was working well together. They really liked each other. And they had the lead in terms of they were able to get shots up early. Unfortunately, they were Klay Thompson in the play-in game where nothing was falling. And Ninko didn't need as many shots. finally got one. First of all, he had a shot that went backwards. Like, any shot was a good shot for Ninko. He's not even, like, setting his feet. He's just running, pulling it down, flinging himself. But he got one. What I loved was the celebration told you everything you needed to know about Team Green. 3 players celebrated together. Ninko ran off by himself, did the LeBron, my
guy was hyped.
And then the other team went and celebrated with Ninko because it was so hyped that he hit it, and probably hyped that, like, Green's still around because they're garbage.
Green survives, and they move on to Ontario with Team Orange, Team Red, and Team Blue. We'd say salute to Team Yellow in episode 2 of Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
Quentin will see you on Twitch. We won't see you on Canada's Ultimate Challenge, but you'll see us breaking down every episode the same way right here in this space. Tell a friend to tell a friend and watch. If you haven't, you should be. It's outstanding. See you next time.
Don't miss new episodes of Canada's Ultimate Challenge every Sunday at 8 Eastern. Watch free on CBC Gem.